What's up, everyone? Welcome to this video. Today we're going to take a look at the world's oldest tree. It's currently well over 5,000 years old and it's still alive, which is kind of amazing. If you think about it, that's pretty much back when the Old Testament was just getting started, I think. I think the Old Testament's 5,000 years old. Might be 6. I could be wrong. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at it and see the world's oldest tree. Now, they have a picture of a tree named Methuselah. It's really famous. It's over 4,000 years old. But they've recently found the one that's over 5,000 years old, but it doesn't include a picture. I tried to find one, but I couldn't seem to find a picture that represented that specific tree. But I guess it looks very similar to the Methuselah since it's the same species. The oldest tree in the world. Until 2013, the oldest individual tree in the world was Methuselah, a 4,845-year-old Great Basin bristlecone pine, Pinus longeva, in the White Mountains of California. Researchers at the Rocky Mountain Tree Ring Research Group then announced the age of another P. longeva, also located in the White Mountains, this one 5,062 years old. It's kind of remarkable when you think about it. 5,062 years old. It's amazing. Europe's oldest tree, crowned in 2016, is a 1,075-year-old Bosnian pine, Pinus haldraki, growing in Greece. The tree, named Adonis after the Greek god of beauty, youth, and desire, took root in AD 941 when the Vikings were still raiding along European coastlines. Europe is home to some even longer-lived trees, but these trees have yet to be officially dated. For instance, living in a churchyard of the Llangnew village in North Wales, the Llangnew yew is estimated to be at least 4,000 years old. The yew tree, Taxus baccata, is believed to have taken root sometime during Britain's Bronze Age. Wow. Clonal trees. Now these trees are pretty interesting. Some of them are extremely old, yet they're not really considered the same tree. I guess the tree kind of replicates itself and it continues to grow throughout the years, but it's not an individual species as opposed to like a combination of multiple generations that still happen to be the same tree. It's kind of interesting how it pans out. Let's take a look at this. Though these are some of the oldest individual trees in the world, they are technically not the oldest living organisms. There are several clonal colonies which are made up of genetically identical trees connected by a single root system that are much older. For example, the Pando or trembling giant is a clonal colony made up of more than 40,000 individual quaking aspen, Populus tremuloides trees, according to the U.S. Forest Service. Located in the Fish Lake National Forest in south-central Utah, the colony is estimated to be an astounding 80,000 years old. And I'm going to do another video on some really old jewelry that was recently discovered. I guess it's like 82,000 years old, like these like earrings or brooches that were made that they just found. So this tree colony is as old as that 82,000-year-old, jewelry. Wow. In 2008, peculiar circumstances led to the discovery of the world's oldest individual from a cloning tree, Old Gico, a 9,550-year-old Norway spruce located in the Flujalet Mountains in Sweden, according to scientists at Umeå University. Old Gico is suspected to be the only living trunk of an ancient clonal colony like the Pando. The tree's true age was revealed by carbon-14 dating its roots. Its root system. According to a statement from Umeå University, scientists found 4 generations of spruce remains at the site, all with the same genetic makeup. Spruce trees can multiply with the root-penetrating branches to produce exact copies of themselves, so while the individual trunk is younger, the organism has been cloning itself for at least 9,550 years. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but I guess technically that would be the oldest tree at 9,550 years old. Or is it just the fact that its trunk is 9,550 years old and the other parts of the tree is like self-regenerated, so it's technically not the oldest? I don't know. Umeå University also reported that a cluster of around 20 spruces were found in the Swedish mountains that are estimated to be over 8,000 years old. The trees are able to survive very harsh weather conditions, but a warmer climate has allowed them to thrive. Compared with all of these ancient trees, the oldest living animal, a 183-year-old tortoise, is a young whippersnapper. Yes, it's a whippersnapper because it's a snapping turtle. I guess that's probably why they went with whippersnapper, whatever. That's another phrase that's And kind of interesting when you look into. I guess like a whippersnapper is like kids that they had little whips back in the day, and they would run around and crack the whip, and then all the old people would be like, "Ah, get out of here, you whippersnapper! You fangled contraptions." But yeah, so I just thought this was pretty wild that this tree is this old. I mean, let's see, like, now why is. Alright, so it's clear. Adonis is the oldest tree in Europe. 1,075 years old. We got that. And before, the oldest individual tree in the world was Methuselah. And then it was actually like the same species. Here, we can look this up. I wonder if they gave it a name. I guess they didn't. Let's just look up Methuselah, the pine. Okay, here we go. Here are some pictures of, I believe this is the Methuselah tree. I mean, it's the same type of species. I mean, this tree does look old. It looks like some kind of tree from like D&D or something. Like you can imagine a really powerful druid watching over a tree like this. It's really quite impressive. I mean, look at this thing. Like, what do druids have? I think it's a glade. Is that what their area is? That was one of my first. No, that was my first character that I played. That was a lot of fun. Very powerful. At least in 3.5 it was. I'm not sure how they are in 5th edition, but it's pretty awesome. Why are these all not showing up? It's a bummer. Let's try this again. There we go. I'm really surprised that these trees are still here after 5,000 years. You know, you'd think with either fire or, you know, people cutting stuff down. It's cool that they're still there. What is this, like a tractor with all these pictures? Wow, that's a cool picture. Milky Way over the bristlecone pine trees. That's pretty awesome. Well, anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for checking it out. I hope you found this topic to be interesting. I always try to cover interesting things around the world, from just cool stuff, cool news, funny news, video games, history, philosophy, spirituality, all that good stuff. Feel free to check me out if you like the kind of topics that I cover. Feel free to subscribe. Thanks a lot. Until next time, take care.